right, guys. Ian Anderson, Cory, Murrell, Central Coast Disc Golf. We got the 2018 Disc Track Ledgestone Insurance Open. We're out at beautiful Lake Eureka, Cory.
We are, and this is my third year at this event. Really excited to be back. Lots of juice at this event because it pays out so deep. You get players from all over the country. I've seen a few guys from my hometown all the way out on the West Coast. It's just such an awesome event to travel to, you know?
Yep. It pays out so juicy because of Ledgestone Insurance, man.
This is so true. I mean, they stepped up and they're like an actual legitimate company outside of disc golf getting involved, and you got to give it up to them, you know? I just wish that they had drone insurance myself.
Right, man? But if you're in the Illinois area and one of the neighboring states, hit up Nate Heinold or Ledgestone and they'll hook you up.
Yep.
All right, hole one, man. It's Fountain Hills-esque.
No, very much so. It's like a par 4 version of that Fountain Hills shot. You know, to this point, I imagine a lot of our viewers recognize this hole from years past coverage, but if you're new, it's basically a crush turnover just to make it over the water and fade as far as you can down that hill before you throw the uphill approach, try and get your birdie.
Man, that starter story is getting flippy, Cory.
It is, and that thing was low and crushed.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot.
Nope, that's pretty much right where you want to be. It's the safe side, you know, just a straight up uphill approach.
Yep, and MJ, one of the best people in disc golf.
He is such a gem, and because this tournament is Discraft, I feel like I've filmed him the last 3 years in a row here, and we're still laughing over the fact that I've never filmed him in the woods.
I'm so jealous, by the way.
Right?
Here is Matt Dollar, sponsored by our sponsor as well, MVP. He's throwing his Neutron Photon right here.
Oh, man, he loves that thing, and we actually had MVP Steve hanging out with us for the cards. It was a cool vibe.
Good times, man.
Yep.
This guy, also always good times, Eric Oakley.
That's just a fact. There's no question there. There's no, you know, he's just a great dude.
Yep. And that is a great drive.
Yeah, he is a little bit kind of caught on that slant, so isn't going to have the best footing, and that lake is going to play into effect if he hyzers out.
True. Dollar upshotting with his deflector.
Ooh, I was wondering if that was the deflector. I saw him pull it out. I was trying to read the stamp. I couldn't quite get it, though.
I just got one from Jeff Faze, by the way.
Did you? He said he's got one with my name on it.
Yep, he hooked it up.
All right, good. I'm getting one. I think Sean Mercy's taking mine at Worlds.
Okay, nice, dude. That was an upshot from MJ. Decent, but not great. Here is Eric's second shot. Left it a little wide, and that's not where you want to miss right now.
Yeah, I have to imagine that was his Warden. I know he's so comfortable throwing those things usually. Maybe a little scared of the lake. I don't know.
Yeah, possible, huh? Paul's? That's good, a birdie.
Yep, nice little upshot there. Good spot to be. Really, getting a bird on this one is good. It's good work.
It is, yeah. Eric maybe scared of that lake behind, leaves a little bit short, at least a little par. And MJ for the 3.
He's not OB.
Okay, nice.
That's good.
And Dollar with a nice putt. He putts with an Electron Soft Envy.
Ooh, Electron Soft Envy. I like that. I always thought the Envies would be a little bit too stable for like putting, but it makes sense because it's that softer, more malleable plastic.
Yeah, exactly. Get a little beat in. Flies beautifully. There's MJ cleaning up a par. Paul with the birdie, and E Oak will come drop in his par.
E Oak.
Yep.
Great tree.
Totally underrated tree, dude.
Eastern Oak, dude. Kidding me right now?
Oh yeah. The acorns on those things, man.
Next level. Dude, when did Paul get here from the Jersey Shore? That's all I want to know, man. That gold chain, next level.
Oh, man. You ever watch Blackish?
I've watched, I mean, not like a full season of it, but I know what you're talking about.
The chain's important, man.
It ties the look together.
Yeah, when Dre gets his chain, dude, it's big time. All right, hole 2, par 4, dogleg right, OB left. Good luck.
No, you're exactly right. Kind of that big curve left to right all the way from the tee. That lake is going to play out of bounds to the left, and that sneaky rope is pretty relevant, especially if you hyzer out with this sidearm. Yeah,
sure enough. Paul going start destroyer?
He's going good old-fashioned crush sidearm. That is so good, dude.
Yeah. He's got just a crazy good sidearm. This is a Neutron Phase from Mr. Dollar, and he has a ridiculous thumber, Cory.
Yep, and get used to saying those 2 discs, Neutron Photon
phase.
And that phase, because we're going to see a lot of it today.
Right on. MJ,
Oh, dude, busting out the swirly ESP Comet.
I was gonna guess that. Oh,
Dude, can I just take a moment and say how nice that swirly ESP plastic is? It's unbelievable.
I think Heinold said he was gonna hook us up, man.
I hope so. I mean, that I'm telling you right now, the swirly ESP Forces and the swirly ESP Vultures are so money. I have a zone too, a swirly ESP zone, and it's great. It feels so good in the hand. Anyway, I could talk about this forever.
It looked like a pretty decent upshot from Dollar. Came up a little bit short, unfortunately. Here's a good-looking sidearm from Eric.
It's a safe-looking sidearm. He is going to have that tree in his face, though. Doubtful he was going to have a legitimate look.
Yeah. And MJ Heiser flipping it to just perfectly flat almost. Get there. Oh, he's making that.
Oh, my gosh. Comet.
Yeah. And it looks like Paul's going Nova. Doesn't look happy, though.
No, he did slip a little bit with this plant foot, but he's going to have a 45 maybe footer. He's just sitting at the base of that tree.
Okay. There's an easy up for a par. Eric. Yeah.
That's a tough pill to swallow laying up for your bogey, but you just can't. Like you said, you can't run that.
No. Paul for the birdie. Roll away potential here. Oh.
I mean, neutral kick, though, off the basket. Like you said,
Yeah.
that kicks down and starts rolling. That's another stroke.
Oh, definitely. Oh, MJ, the babe. Nice birdie there. That's a good get. I feel like most people don't get this one.
I was just going to say that. A pretty good get into a pretty stiff headwind on that putt. The wind, round one, was definitely relevant. It was definitely there. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, let us know where it's coming from.
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much count on it coming off this lake, especially blowing this towards this direction on 2. So, like, in the woods right here, we're going to have a pretty good tailwind on 3.
Okay. There are your scores. A birdie, a bogey, a couple pars. Everybody 1 down. So for Eric, 1 over. We're on to hole 3.
Yeah, 260-foot shot straight through the tunnel. If you have the straight line kind of prowess, you could throw it left over the road with a flick and kind of draw it back in. Or you could just try and make it happen with a flex line, maybe a little bit left of this gap and try and draw it in. It's really pick your poison, but just get it up by the basket.
Yeah. MJ, you're the woods player. You're supposed to peer this.
I know. This of all holes, he needs to be next to the basket.
Yeah. Looks like Paul's going rock. Nope.
He's going tree, I think.
Yeah. A little bit left. And Dollar is going neutron phase again. Ooh. That was spicy, Cory.
That was extremely spicy. It's shots like that where we're like, we're playing a different game, dude.
Yeah,
that is not the same thing.
I love it, though.
I know, me too. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah. And Eric's forehand's a little low.
I like to play, though, the, like, saucy up the middle sidearm. It's I like it. It's pretty safe.
I kind of just, like, flip it flat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Paul's second shot, I'll probably give it a half go.
It was 2/3 of a go, maybe.
Yeah. Eric?
Yeah. That's a hope and a prayer anyway. That's, what, 75 feet?
Yeah. Michael Johansen? Not so much. So close.
Yeah, he just aired a little long on that upshot. Set himself up with the closest circle's edge comebacker.
Yeah. Paul's cleaning up par, as is Eric. Looks like MJ's going to drop in the bogue. And Dollar still hasn't touched his disc.
I know, it's just sitting there in all its glory.
Hope he didn't get too cold and miss this putt.
Yeah, Tuffy.
He's got it.
Tuffy.
He's got it. Good babe. Love it. Man, if you got that overhand, it comes in so handy.
No, it's so true, especially when you're trying to hit a gap or, if it's a low ceiling and you're trying to just like skip it off the top, or it's just undervalued, I think, really.
Yeah, really versatile. Hole 4, par 3 is such a tough get.
Yeah, 423 feet. It's pretty flat off the tee for a good 125 feet, and then it starts to cascade down towards that pin where the OB on the right side and the tree line on the left really start to pinch by the basket.
And Matt is going envy off the tee here.
Yeah, I like it.
Wow.
He said with a stiff tailwind, he based it during practice. So if he was going to get that again, he was just going right back to the NV.
I'll buy it with that downhill, and Paul with the Nova. Bit of a shank there, Cory.
Yeah, it's off to that left side, definitely. Did filter its way a good way down there.
Okay.
But he's going to have a pretty obstructed upshot.
Yeah. Ooh, this needs to get some fade for Eric. Still okay? Oh, not okay.
No. Almost got Corey Ellis, actually, friend of the program.
Yeah. Man, this is a pretty good MJ hole. Let's see if you can do it. Just go in.
Oh, no. Are you serious? That's how that stopped? Oh, it's tragic.
Oh, man. Eric with his third just lays up for the 4. Well done there, though. And Paul in the woods. Wow.
Easy 3, but
yeah,
no real chance at a 2.
No, not so much. MJ gives it a half go. That was a go.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna par, and dollar for birdie.
Wow, he's here to play today.
100%.
I am disappointed he doesn't have a bucket hat on. I feel
I thought you guys would have a hat moment. You know.
I know. I was looking forward to it, but you got to stay on brand with the MVP stuff.
I was looking forward to talking about it in commentary.
I was looking forward to seeing it in real life.
Ah, Matt, we still love you.
I know it's acceptable, but it's
MVP Steve, give MVP Matt a floppy MVP hat.
Whoa, you're a poet,
Right?
and I think you did know it.
Guys, we are back to the action. Huge thanks to MVP for getting us out here, making this coverage possible. They're awesome. Hole 5, Cory.
It is so long, 460 feet of. If you have it, just crush the hyzer all the way out there. If you don't, do not even try. Play it safe all the way to that right side, and just chip up and take your 3.
Mm-hmm. Matt Dollar throwing his neutron photon. Wow.
Yeah, it's solid. I mean, it's not the most entertaining shot. The guys like Paul are trying to park it, but that's how you shoot a good round. Is you don't do silly stuff like that.
That's what you can say about this course all day. Uh-oh.
Catches the inside of the fence, and he's all the way back at the drop zone. Really, not a gimme 3 or a gimme 4.
No, it's not, is it? MJ just playing super safe. Just pitching out. He'll pitch up and take his 3, hopefully. This guy's getting a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I think that is probably the appropriate amount of aggression.
Right?
It's pretty reasonable to land over in that side. But MJ still has a little bit of work to do, for sure.
Yeah, he definitely does. Paul's 3rd. Firebird.
Yep, Lester disc of choice.
Yep. MJ's 2nd. I mean, he's far, but it's so wide open. He's gonna put it close.
This is true. It's like irrelevant, the distance, yeah.
Yeah. Eric, that'll work too.
Oh. He was not stoked about that.
No, that got away from him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's an NV up from Mr. Dollar. Eric coming back for the 3. Good hit.
Great hit into a bit of a headwind there. If you saw that last shot, the flags were moving a little bit. Definitely not a comfortable putt.
Yeah. There is Paul cleaning up the bogue. It's a good recovery after that drive. What's MJ laughing about?
Oh, Eric gave himself like a mental pump up there as he was walking over there. Just the classic Jared, you hit this putt. And so the Dollar and MJ, they play a lot of tournaments out in that southeast region. Dollar and MJ have a good relationship, man. It was a lot of fun hanging out with those guys.
Really cool, man. Awesome. Solid card right here. Paul with the lone mistake, and Matt, he's killing it. 3 down.
He
Three
is.
strokes clear.
But again, let's remember there is a ton of OB to follow, including this hole. 897 feet, OB lining the left tree line, and you can see these strings right here roping off this corner, which makes getting aggressive off both the tee and the second shot really, really tough. This hole is one of them that has 2 pin positions. Today we are playing to the left position. That'll be rounds 1 and 4. The right position will be rounds 2 and 3.
Man, this new pin is kind of tucked back there.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're throwing it up, I mean, almost none of these guys are playing 4-3. If you're going to play for 3, you almost have to get it up to that bird feeder out in the far side of the screen, almost around the corner of OB.
Gotcha. MJ's in the middle of the fairway. Eric. Did MJ throw OB on his first drive right there?
He didn't. He just threw kind of right to the center of everything.
Okay.
The OB on the left side is like you have to be in those little like bush line.
Okay. Paul, the Star Destroyer.
That is OB.
Is OB, yeah. Paul throwing 3.
No stroke of distance, though. Last year they did make that change.
Yeah. This is getting there. Gosh, this is such a tough stick.
Hold on, buddy.
That's
Good
that.
shot.
So that checked in. That landed OB and actually checked in out of bounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very close again.
There's Matt. Here is MJ.
All right. Yeah, those guys really just clearly playing it for 4.
Yeah. Eric?
Not clearly playing it for 4.
Oh, get over there. In?
It did not. He is out of bounds.
Oh, as we can see, he's throwing again.
Yep, and did foot fault there.
Yep. Sit.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Really. And now, in years past, the reason that this rule got changed is that shot right there that barely sneaked out. If there was stroke and distance, he's all the way back there.
Wow. That was Dollar with a pretty good phase upshot. Here is MJ. He's flirting with his OB.
He did.
He kissed it.
He kissed it. That was an open mouth kiss, frankly.
It was. Paul laying up. That's what, gonna 5?
Yep. A lot of blood on this one, Ian.
Ooh, I mean, I can see why.
Yeah, the ropes everywhere. I think this hole specifically is probably the hole that gives Ledgestone such a bad rap, as far as crazy ropes courses, because we were going through it and like 14 of the holes are actually really awesome, and then you have holes like 5 and 6, which kind of put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, because it's not that the hole's all that complex. It's just that it can get on top of you, and you're taking 8s, 9s, 10s, you know, and it's hard to go away thinking positive things about that.
Yeah. There's a bucket hat guy over there. Caddying. Do you see him?
Yeah, I like to say hello and congratulations on any bucket hat guy or girl I see. So I take note.
Nice. That was gross. That was a lot of bogeys.
A lot of red on that screen.
A lot of red. We should not see some red on this one, though.
No, you shouldn't. 275 feet, par 3, and they did actually lose a tree or two in the fairway, so did open up this line a little bit compared to last year and years in the past.
Okay.
But really no reason to take anything but a 2 or a 3, and you're really trying to chalk up a 2 here.
Man, thumber coming in super handy right here.
So nice, man. Fights the wind well and just skips on its lid. I love it.
Yeah. Throws that phase so nicely. Paul getting most of the way down there. MJ. It's got to be a Comet, right?
Oh, you know. That little, like, soft yellow, that's a Swirly ESP Comet. It flies really nice for him. I think that the MJs, the new run of MJs, may be that swirly plastic as well.
Really? Oh, man. You get a sweet disc and you can support MJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like, doesn't get better than that.
Win-win.
Yep. Eric for the 2. after that last hole, man, that one just it needed to go in.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And that was kind of one of those coin flip, right?
Yeah.
That was not a coin flip. That did
No.
not deserve to go in. But
No.
that one from Eric, really, it's like half the time those knock down and stick, and you're like, yes, you feel really fortunate. And the other times it kicks out, and you feel like you just got robbed. So
Yep.
classic coin flip shot.
Sure enough. MJ with a good putt for the 2. Dollar's going to make his as well. Tossing that envy right in.
I was gonna say I like that like cotton candy light blue pink combo too.
It's pretty, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. You can get envies in such fun color combos, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, there are your birds. Dollar getting back down to 3 down. Everybody else over par on this punishing course. Hole 8.
Yeah, 793 feet. You talked about over par. This is probably not one that's going to get you back under par.
No, it's not, is it?
It is not. They did make a slight change compared to years past. If you remember, the pin was really on the tip of that peninsula out there. They moved it maybe a good 60 feet closer, really turning it into a more manageable par 4 instead of like a par 4.7 maybe last year.
Yeah,
Your first shot, though, do whatever you can to get it through this gap. That's really just the job. There's a big field on the other side where you can get a pretty safe approach regardless of where you land.
Sure. That was Dollar flexing that photon out there beautifully. MJ Heiser flipping one. Ooh, this is great.
That's solid. That is the perfect action you want on the disc. And this is the anti-MJ.
It sure is, isn't it?
Boop.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, just safe little hyzer.
Looks like Eric's going to take the up the middle gap.
Most players are taking this up the middle gap. It's just pretty... It's not terribly technical. But if you're Paul and you can throw a 450-foot hyzer, it just doesn't make any sense to throw the gap.
Yeah. So his second shot. Rock, what do you think?
Yeah, mid-range for sure.
Yeah.
Getting up there, and he did miss his line a little bit. Had the right action on it if he would have just thrown it maybe 30 feet left.
Yeah.
Draw it right back to the pin. Unfortunately, turns it over into the tree.
Mm-hmm. All right, here is Dollar's upshot. That was with a phase. And MJ.
He's right up there. That's his play, though. Just throw to the mouth of that gap to the stump, and you'll have maybe a 55-footer.
Sure. Man, this hole caused a lot of trouble last year when that basket was all the way out there. It really tempted some people to run it.
Absolutely, and it almost never paid off.
No. Oh, Dollar gives it a good half go.
It's scary to run this pin, though, still. I mean, the drop off to the left in the water is really, really close.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And there's MJ with his bid. And now we're looking at Paul's.
Not even close. Come
on,
Paul. Get it together.
He knew it way early.
And that drop down in there, it is wet, but it is not OB. It's sitting on half on a pile of rocks, half on the water.
Okay.
Eric.
Yeah.
He's so close to shooting well.
He is, man. Oh, Paul coming back for his par. Good spin. Is that Corns over there?
That is Corns caddying for Paul.
All right.
I assume all weekend, but at least for round one.
Right on. There's Eric.
Yeah, I was sick.
Cleaning up. Dollar coming back for the par.
Dollar
Smashes
bills.
it right in. Dollar bills, y'all.
Gosh, he's got such a marketable name. I'm so jealous.
Right? Yeah.
So jealous, dude.
Yeah. We have like lame names, dude. Matt Dollar,
Dude,
way
are you
way
kidding
cooler.
me? Ian Anderson? That flows.
I'm so not a fan.
You are so out of touch with reality, Ian.
Solid barbecue by the gang right there. We're on to the bridge hole, Cory.
We are 354 feet. If you've ever seen Ledgestone coverage in the past, you've definitely seen this hole. Really stick the island and get your 2. Otherwise, you're throwing an upshot off of the front of the bridge. So really not that much better.
Okay. Dollar's going with the phase. Is that going to come back?
Come on. What's the name of the disc?
Yes.
It's the most stable disc on the planet, dude.
Gosh. That was awesome.
I feel like MVP, if like one thing you can say about him regardless of how you feel about like the plastic of choice or whatever you throw, MVP makes some of the most stable discs that have ever been created.
Yeah.
The phase, the motion, it's just like they do nothing but hyzer.
This is Paul. That's in, yeah?
Yeah, just sneaking it over the white line there. The white line technically is the out of bounds line. The wall is not.
The wall is just decoration.
Yes.
Oh my. Eric almost goes long, but stays in bounds. And MJ, who did throw OB on his drive, throwing from the DZ. That'll play.
Yep. Gosh, I love filming shots that come in from up top and land on like a flat backdrop like that. It's so pretty just to watch it fly.
It's very easy to film, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That was a missed birdie putt from Eric. Here is a missed birdie putt from Paul.
Yeah, the unfortunate miss. So actually, during the round, there was a family, a family with a few small children, and one of them had a sign that said, "Today's my 5th birthday, and I'm here to watch my hero, Paul McBeth."
I saw it on his Instagram,
and
man.
it was so cute. Now, the downside of that is you have a small family of 3, and to the right side of Paul when he was putting, it was one of the siblings was kind of moving around doing their kid thing. I think it might have got to him a little bit, but worth it in the overall cuteness department.
We'll take it. $1 with another birdie. What? Parked, man.
He's playing great. 4 down through 9 holes. Play it safe, throw in bounds, and you could have a round like this, you know?
Yeah. Ledgestone, it has some interesting scores usually. You know,
Very true.
I like it for that. All right, guys, that's it for part 1. Make sure you come back for part 2.